Hi everyone, it's Dr. Jennifer Levin from Grief to Growth. It's Friday afternoon, and it's been a long week, I'm sure, as it is for most everyone, a long week. But it's Friday afternoon, and you may have mixed feelings about the weekend. For many of you, I'm sure you are glad it's here. For others of you, it may be a struggle, or you may be have mixed feelings about the weekend ahead of you. Maybe you have plans, maybe you don't have plans, and that can be really challenging if you have or you're living with grief right now, especially after a sudden loss. So I want to spend a few minutes and I want to walk you through some weekend planning so you can think ahead about some things that you can do this weekend so you don't get caught off guard and find yourself spending the weekend alone with your grief, which can be really, really challenging, as you know. And as I say every week, the week can provide some protection with our weekly routines, whether it be work, caring for the kids, caring for an older adult, and the routine, the 9 to 5 of the week. Once the weekend hits, sometimes it can be more challenging if those routines are gone. So, once again, you can always email us at info@fromgrieftogrowth.com to get a copy of our weekend planning sheet, or you can just take a blank piece of paper. We're going to draw 3 columns: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to put a line through them. First thing we're going to do is label Friday afternoon, evening, Saturday during the day, Saturday evening, Sunday during the day, and Sunday evening. If you've been through this with me before, then you're familiar with what we do. The first thing, or the things that we want to do, is we want to schedule personal activities and personal events and activities. Personal events are the things that you kind of have to do over the weekend: laundry, market, get ready for the week, taking care of children, other adults that depend on us. Maybe you put your exercise in here. Whatever the things that you label as tasks or chores that really just need to be done. Activities are things that you do that bring you joy, bring you pleasure, things that you really look forward to. And these are going to the park, spending time with family and friends. This weekend, I'm going to the farmer's market, so that'll definitely be on my list. And then there is an art festival up in a town called Anacortes that I'll be driving an hour to tomorrow. So that'll definitely be on my schedule. So you want to put something on Friday evening, Saturday during the day, Saturday evening, Sunday during the day, and Sunday evening. And you want to have a balance of both personal events and activities that you look forward to. And you want to sprinkle them throughout the weekend, but at least have something during each block of time. Now, spending time with your grief, you can put down as a personal event or an activity, and that's okay if it's reflective time, time alone, but make sure it's scheduled time with your grief and it's not so that you spend the entire weekend with your grief, because again, that can be really hard, and I don't want you spending the weekend in bed or just feeling like grief has taken over your life. It's good to spend time with your grief, but you don't want it to take over. Now, you know, the next part of our weekend planning, we have 3 questions. The first: what are my challenges that I might be facing this weekend? Do you have a death anniversary? Do you have any triggers that might be coming around that you're worried about? Do you have a birthday of a loved one? Your birthday? Do you have a family event? Something going on at work? Anything, a personal milestone, anything that's going to be a challenge for you without the presence of your loved one who's no longer here. So write that down as a challenge that you might be facing this weekend. Second, identify the resource that is going to help you, or resources that's going to help you get through these challenges. You may use the same resources all the time: calling a buddy or a best friend, someone in a grief support group. journaling, spending time with an animal, a furry friend, or try and think of something different and new. And maybe one of your resources is going to be the activity that you have scheduled. But whenever we have a challenge, I feel like it's really important that we develop a resource that we know is going to help us get through these challenges. And finally, I talk about pleasant events. And again, these may be similar to your activities, but I always schedule a pleasant event at the end of the day, something that I'm really looking forward to. Um, right now, I'm in the middle of a TV show, a series that I'm really enjoying. It's at the very end of my day, 9 o'clock at night. Actually, I've got the season finale tonight, so I'm going to have to find a new pleasant event. But that's something, again, I look forward to, the highlight of my day, or one of the highlights of my day, that I know that no matter how rough it can be during the day, I've got something to look forward to. And so I encourage you to schedule or think about a pleasant event that you can have at the end of each of your day. I always stress it doesn't have to cost any money. A call with a best friend, a bubble bath, um, a chocolate chip cookie that's warm and gooey, just a gratitude list that you can write, something that you can do that even when the grief gets really tough, you have something pleasant to look forward to. And if you can't think of anything pleasant, a distraction, something that will take you away from the pain that you're currently experiencing right now. Your body's not meant to be in so much pain all of the time. So it's really important. Again, please email us at info from grieftogrowth.com. Get a copy of our info of our weekend planning sheet. If you haven't, please go to my website, from grieftogrowth.com. Sign up for my free mini series, Three Truths for Living with a Sudden Loss. Bye for now. I hope that your weekend goes well. Take care, and I'll see you soon.